Hi. So I wanted to do more of a talking type video because I thought, well, I want people to know more about me specifically. So here it is. Hi, I'm Emile, also known as M. I'm a big fan of Sanicides, obviously. I'm a cosplayer, and I have anxiety disorder. Really random. But let me explain. I want to talk more about myself and show you guys more of my personality. And one of the big things, I guess, about part of my life and about me in general is that I have anxiety. Not just anxiety, but anxiety disorder. Let me explain. So anxiety is classified as a mental disorder. There are definitely different varieties of anxiety disorder. But for me at least, and I think generally, it's just anxiety, but very much heightened and intense. Basically making me feel anxious nearly 24/7. That also including like social interactions and just the littlest things possible. I constantly get overwhelmed and I'm in fear most of the time, and at times it can not be fun. I've dealt with anxiety for I think my entire life, and it definitely has affected me quite a lot with relationships and just in general. Birds. But yeah, simple things like going to an outing or talking to someone, even someone I personally know, I'll still get anxious about those kinds of things. And most of the time when I do have a lot of anxiety, I have a lot of panic attacks. And if you've had panic attacks before, it is really, really bad. Basically, your body just stresses so much to the point where anything can happen. For me, at least, my brain just stops thinking and it doesn't want to move. I'm frozen. I'm a deer in the headlights. One thing that's making me anxious right now actually is filming outside and worrying about my neighbors hearing me. But after my panic attacks, I just feel so drained and tired and exhausted, and especially if this happens at school, which is mostly the circumstance, I can't do anything for the entire day. I'm too exhausted for my brain to think. So the question is, why am I sharing this? I want to share it because, again, like I've said, it's a part of me, but it doesn't have to be as well. Anxiety can be a big thing for anyone's lives, but that doesn't mean it has to control your life. Sure, you may have a hindrance, but that can't control you. You control your own destiny. It can be really, really hard to work through those disabilities, me myself as well, but don't let that control you and take over your life. I know it sounds hard, but with time and help, it will slowly get better. Now for me to tell you ways that I calm down my anxiety or cope with it. And I have a lot, and I'm hoping that these can sometimes help you. Again, a lot of people have their own different ways of calming down anxiety or just calming down in general, but these are my specific ways I do it. One of the big things, as you might already know, is cosplay. Cosplay is my escape, my coping strategy for calming down, and something that is definitely a lot of fun. So at least for me, I have a dog. He is very cute and takes the center of attention on anything. And one of the things that I do is take my dog out for walks. If you don't have a dog, then you can go out in general, just go for a walk where you can feel the fresh air and just clear your mind and relax. You may not be up to this, sometimes I'm not if I can't move in general. And it's just a really good thing to get out of the house and just breathe, especially during these circumstances. While I'm also on walks and in general, the number one thing I mainly use is music. For me, at least, music helps me clear my mind and just makes me focus on a specific thing and just takes me away from what is happening around me. Even on Spotify, I have specific playlists for calming down, or even just songs that I like in general that will bring me back into a positive mode. But yeah, my music choices can vary on what I feel. Another thing that also helps me calm down is drawing or painting. I draw and paint quite a lot just to calm me down, but also get me distracted in general and do something that I think is fun and yeah. But even when I'm drawing or painting, it is still hard to focus on those certain things, so that's more of a backup, or I'm not in too much of a stressful situation, if that makes sense. And then there's also watching something really funny as well, because for me at least, I'm a really big fan of fandoms. I have heaps, from video games to TV shows, movies, all sorts. Some examples, of course, Sanicides and Steven Universe. You definitely know by my channel that I am a big fan of Sanicides. My content is mostly derived by it, but Sanicides is really can be something fun and enjoyable even with the angst that happens. But they also talk about certain topics, including anxiety. Sure, not my specific type, but still ways for me to calm down and slowly try to get better at it. Because of course, Virgil represents anxiety. That's why Virgil is definitely a comfort cosplay for me, because he wears a hoodie, which I love wearing hoodies in general, but also, yeah, it's just really good character. I love all the characters in general. I don't have a favorite. And then of course, Steven Universe. Steven Universe was probably my first fandom I'd ever joined, and it's definitely, again, something to get me out of that headspace and distract me from the outside world.
I just turned all my fingers into cats!
Something that's lighthearted, or even something that is angsty as well. But yeah, a lot of the calming mechanisms are mainly stuff to get me distracted. But yeah, overall, I would just say that your disabilities or anything doesn't have to hold you down. It definitely is really hard to work with, but there are things that can help you. So that's like I said, distractions, but also people around you as well. There are people that care about you, and even for me as well, and they can really help. Wow, I feel open. But yeah, this video, for me, I just wanted to be more open, talk about my struggles and what I've been going through. And I hope this can help you too, or just learn new stuff about me. And I hope this is interesting, and yeah. Can you tell I'm awkward and not comfortable with this? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video.